Alright, hey, what's up guys? As you see my previous videos on how to make the carp rig slash catfish, and also my last video, the best carp slash catfish bait. Now I'm going to show you how we make the boilies and how you can make them either float if you want them to float or sink. These are the ingredients I'm going to be using today. So you don't have to go with what I'm using. You can just use something similar. Just to let you know, on the oats, I grind them into a powder, so they work best when they're a powder if you're gonna make them into boilies. Other than that, if you're not, you can still use them, but it just works better. All right, let's get this thing on the go. So let's move all these out the way. All right, there's none in the bucket. No. As you can see, I grind them up to a powder. If you guys want to know how to grind them in the powder, just use a coffee grinder and you're good to go. All right. And all right, let's start placing a good amount in there. We're just going to eyeball it. All right, boom. And then I'm going to mix it with breadcrumbs. I'm not gonna add the whole breadcrumb. We're gonna make different boilies, so I'm not trying to use them all up. We're gonna make these different ways. We're gonna make one more concentrated for more catfish, and one more concentrated for both carps and cat. So the first one, just gonna make it into a both, and then so we're gonna grab this jello. Doesn't matter, you guys can use any of the jello, we're just gonna mix them right here. Boom. And I'm gonna add, actually let's straighten the flavor. It's a good idea actually add all of them. Alright, that's all set. Let me just cover these guys up, so that way I don't knock them over. Usually, boom, and then with this one, let's see if I can open it. You add some flour. Not a whole lot of flour, just a good amount. I'll say, whatever, just try to eyeball it. You want to make it into a paste. That should be good for now. All right. Oh, I forgot to grab water. I'll see you guys on the next clip, all right? I'm gonna go grab water. All right, I got the water. We're gonna start pouring in the water. We wanna make sure it's a good proportion, Gonna just mix it until it start becoming more like a paste. And if you feel like you want to add more, you can. This is the part where your hand's gonna get all dirty. Well, I don't even say dirty, all sticky. So try to get as much as you can. There we go. Oh, I forgot one more ingredient. Again, I'll be back. All right. There we go. One of the ingredients I forgot to add in is eggs. It's another one we're gonna need. So I'll let this one. I'm trying to do all this with one hand, without trying to make them huge. Oh, that works. I guess everything fell inside. Let's get the egg shells. All right, this thing is cold too. Now we mix them. Let me just cover my hand in flour. That way, start putting a hole, because I'm gonna start adding the other ingredients. Okay, here's one of them. I'm trying this bad boy out. You know, actually cut. All right, just put a hole. Already got it going. Here's another one I'm gonna try out. Actually, I don't even need to put that much in it. So, hold on. There we go. So we're gonna let that. Good. Smear that inside. Should be good for now. There we go. Add more flour back to the hand. Okay. Squeeze it all up. Just get all that mixed in. It's a lot of liquids we probably might have to be messing with, but all right. Got some paper plates. To start off, just grab a good chunk. Doesn't need to be that big. You make it as big as you want. Roll into a ball. And you can make them. I have a friend who probably, I'm going to experiment maybe a large one like this. So I'm going to make them in all different sizes. The majority of it, I'm going to mostly try to make it as small as I can. You know? All right. Actually, you see how much that made? So, you know, we'll go to the, I'll see you guys on the next clip. So that way I already got all of this done. All right, guys, now is the next step is to get them in the microwave. You're gonna cook them for 30 seconds, off and on. And then that's how you give them their ability to float once you place them on the hook, these boilies. So it's gonna probably stink maybe a little bit more like strawberry jello depending on what you put, you know? So we're gonna go this, feel them, you know? As you cook them. I already cooked them the first 30 seconds, so this is their second right here. So I just also want them to move. That way they don't feel like they're stuck. Make sure they're not even touching each other. All right, let's go for another 30 second. All right, let's go see. Yep, I can feel it. Just want to get them like, they almost become like a weird crust, like a hard layer of crust on top. You know, so it's good to like move them so that way they're, the bottom side also gets cooked. You know, all right. Just want to make sure I moved all of them. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'll show you guys later what I mean about if you let them float. Another 30 seconds. I'll fast forward this so that way we get to the final step. All right. And don't forget to also like, subscribe, and leave a comment, you know, and let me know what you guys think. All right. All right, guys, you see? So basically, you see one all the way at the bottom, you see one all the way at the top. So once you let it microwave, you also got to let it sit overnight. That was the other batch right there, just finished. You got to let it sit overnight. And then once you set it up on the boilie and everything, you rig it. You got it set up float, but if you don't want it to float, you can have it sink. So that's all there you go, guys, and that's how you make boilies, you know. I also got boilies, like once you make them that way, this is my last year boilies. I used to have a bunch, and these still has not rotted away or anything, you know, or mold up, you know. And all it is, they will last you, I'll say even a lifetime, you know. I believe it'll be a lifetime. You just microwave it, let it cool down overnight, and then there you go. That's how you make floating boilies. And or if not, you could just make them sink as well. All right, guys. Thank you.
I should fuck her in the Benz.